Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Hoovy186, back at you with another video. This is part 2 of my beef with Nintendo video, and this one, where I left off at, was about the Wii. Now, I'm going to say this. I was actually a little bit surprised at how much traction the Wii got, you know, when it first came out, how everybody wanted one, and how, you know, it was so popular, and you know, obviously, when it comes to sales, then it's obviously going to win this console war, war, whatever you want to call it. But I was a bit surprised. But then when you think about it, when you look back and look at who bought it, it was pretty obvious who bought the system. I mean, the vast majority of the people who bought it are casuals. You know, your moms, your dads, your grandpas, your grandmas. You know, all your the people who don't normally play video games, you know, bought the Wii. That's pretty fucking evident, because you cannot fucking tell me that the 30 plus, I think it was 30 plus million people who bought the GameCube, and the GameCube was the launching pad for the Wii. There's no way in hell. So obviously, you have a percentage of people who are devout Nintendo fans or devout gamers who will buy anything. You know, those make up the 30 million, and everyone else is just the casuals, the people who needed to buy one, who were willing to go on eBay and buy it for $600, buy it for $900, and willing to pay money for it. And my problem with Nintendo skyrocketed with the Wii, because essentially what Nintendo did, was they took the GameCube, made it a little bit more powerful, put it into a slimmer device, then gave you motion controls, and you have your Wii. There you go, you have the Wii for $250. That's why, and it succeeded. And regardless of how much I don't like the console, how a lot of people don't like the console, it succeeded to a degree. But I cannot support a company that is willing to shit all over their hardcore fan base just to cater to casuals. And I don't give a fuck what you Nintendo, you fucking idiots, say about it. Nintendo shat all over you guys this generation. It's just a matter of the uber blind Nintendo fanboys are the ones that don't realize it. They're the idiots that don't realize how much Nintendo shat on them this generation. Like, it's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling with a console that had a shittier library than the N64 and the GameCube, and yet it sold more than both consoles. What's the explanation? You got a bunch of soccer moms buying the system. You got a bunch of dads. You got a bunch of grandpas and grandmas who bought the system. That's fine and good. But the problem with casuals is that most casuals they buy those types of systems for one or two types of games. And it ain't Mario, and it ain't Zelda. It's the Wii Fit, Wii Music, Wii bullshit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The Wii bullshit at the end of those shitty fucking mini games that's out there. They buy it for those type of games, and then after a month they get tired of it and they put the motherfucker in the closet. That's how it goes. That's how it is. That's why it's the least used system out there. And I saw Dark Cloud's second response to 7th level, and he said something that really shows you how blind he is, and how right that I am in shitting all over it. He said, and I'm going to paraphrase here, but he said that the reason why the Wii is the least used because it doesn't have an online infrastructure. Now, you tell me this: why the fuck would I support a company that did not have the foresight to put some sort of online infrastructure out there, considering that the GameCube when the GameCube got the multiplats, the same games as the Xbox and the PlayStation, their version suffered greatly because it had no online. It had, because when you had Madden games that were online on Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network, I don't know, it wasn't called the network at the time, at least I don't believe, but you know, when they went online with PlayStation and the Wii version didn't have, the GameCube version didn't have that version suffered greatly because they didn't have it. And you're telling me that a company that I would have assumed that Nintendo would have noticed that was a problem, and yet they did not incorporate any type of online infrastructure for the Wii. The best thing they could fucking do is do Wii friend codes, not gamer tags, but Wii friend codes. How the fuck am I supposed to support a company that doesn't have the foresight to at least put something decent out there? PSN is not better than Xbox Live, but at least it's good. At least Sony put in the effort to make the PlayStation Network good. You're telling me that Nintendo, these quote-unquote greatest fucking, company ever, the innovators of the industry, cannot put any sort of actual good online infrastructure into their console? I mean, it's fucking sad. It's sad. And you idiots defend them blindly. Like, again, I mean, if you guys don't like the likes of General G, 7th, RXL 209, and the rest of us bashing the console, I can understand you guys don't like us bashing the console. But if you take the emotion out, if you take the sensitivity out your asses and realize what we're saying, we're making very legitimate points about how crappy the system is. Because you know why? Because they shot all over us. Nintendo shot all over the hardcore audience. And we are the hardcore audience. We are. And you guys are. The vast majority of you guys on YouTube are the hardcore audience. And don't tell me Nintendo didn't shit on you guys this generation. If that wasn't the case, you guys wouldn't sign a petition to bring fucking games over here. Operation Rainfall would have never fucking existed if you guys didn't feel that way. But yet these same fuckers who signed these petitions, these same fuckers who bash Resi Fizame and say that, oh well, you guys are lazy, you guys need to bring the games out here. They're the same fucking assholes who turn around and basically bash PS3 because their exclusives don't sell. That the games that Sony is coming out with, they don't sell. Like, how fucking stupid are you guys? Honestly. So you're basically praising a company that withholds games from you, and you're bashing another company that actually give you games. You can fucking say whatever the fuck you want about PlayStation. You can say whatever the fuck you want about Sony, but the fact of the matter is this: 2011 is the year of Sony. That's the fucking reason why I bought the fucking thing. That's the reason why I bought it. I was hesitant to buy a PS3 because I felt like Sony lost their touch when it came to the market. But I knew that of the three companies out there, they were the ones that would give me the most bang for my buck. And since March, I've been right. I've been absolutely fucking right. You guys, I'm sitting here 8 minutes. You guys sit there. You guys defend Nintendo. You talk about how the media is out to get Nintendo. How we kill Nintendo with our negativity towards it. Well, you know what? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Is it the consumer? No. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Because I don't accept bullshit. I don't accept crap. I don't accept it. You know what I mean? My money is important. I put my money to good shit. And the PS3 is good shit. The Wii is bullshit. It's dog shit. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's why Nintendo is out to reclaim the hardcore audience with the Wii U. Because even they admit that they shat on the hardcore audience. They shat on the people who not only were going to buy the system, but were going to buy games on that system. And the fact that they peddled and they put out all this third-party nonsensical bullshit allow that shit to get on there, to come to this country, and not allow games like the last story, or Pandora's Tower, and all these other, and Xenoblade, and all these other games that you guys were asking for. I think those are the names. But yeah, they're willing to put out the Wee Babies game. They're willing to put out all these fucking cooking games. They're willing to put out some game with some chick named Nancy. I don't know her name, but there's like several of them. If you look at the library for the Wii, if you go to a GameStop, you look at the library, like you have the section of good games right here, and then you just got like this fucking walls of just BS on the console, and you're telling me that I'm supposed to be good to Nintendo? I'm supposed to say nice things about Nintendo? Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck all you Nintendros who accept their bullshit. I can't do it. Can't fucking do it. I refuse to do it. I hope the Wii U is good. I hope it is, because I don't want to hate Nintendo like this. But Nintendo gave me no choice. They shot all over the hardcore audience. If you want to cater to the casuals, that's fine. But give us what we want. Give us games. Give us games. Give us and the games that you guys make, good games. But shit, take some chances. Take some chances, because I had this argument with some fucking idiot on it was on Dark Cloud's video. I'm having this argument with this idiot saying that Naughty Dog is better than Nintendo, because at least they're getting better. Nintendo's just sticking to the same shit over and over again. They're sticking with the same shitty stories, with basically the same gameplay, with virtually the same gameplay, the same games you've been playing since the N64. Unacceptable. 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 That is unacceptable. It doesn't have any type of story continuation whatsoever. It's just your Mario going to save the princess, your Link trying to save the princess. No story continuation at all. No, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable from Nintendo. And yeah, I'm called the Sony drone because I point out these flaws in Nintendo, and people want to pretend that Nintendo's perfect, and when they're not. They're not. Why should I accept BS? Just because of nostalgia? You nostalgia whores need to get your heads out your asses and realize that Nintendo's not as great as they used to be. They're not the standard bearers that they were back in the golden days of gaming. They're not. They're not. Even their platformers are getting stale. While you have games like Uncharted and Infamous, who are not only pushing boundaries for the worlds that you're in, but they're pushing boundaries with their stories, with their character, with the storylines, with the cinematics. And you're telling me that I could and I can play those games, and then I go back to Skyward Sword, which is fun game. I didn't get really far in it, and hopefully I get a chance to at least play a little bit more. The game's fun. I see why you guys like it. But let's face facts. That game could have easily been last gen with a controller. Could have been a GameCube game easy. And you're telling me I'm supposed to accept that? I'm supposed to accept that? Fuck no. Because I want better from Nintendo. You guys who defend Nintendo blindly, you guys are fucking them over. You guys are fucking them over. You guys killed Nintendo by not pointing out their bullshit. Not me. Not anyone else. You guys. Not me. Because they need to hear what I have to say. They need to hear what the hardcore audience, the people who are willing to not only buy the system, but to buy the games for the system. Not just Mario, Zelda, and Metroid. All of them. We're telling them what they need to hear. And you guys are just calling them and making excuses for them and saying that everyone's out to get them. You guys are fucking idiots. Anyway, this is Hoopy186. I'm out.